Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar was a brave patriot on the United Nations global stage when she highlighted on Friday the reality that plagues Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean, says Acting Prime Minister Geraldine John. John was Persad-Bissessar's choice to act as Prime Minister in her absence, as she attends the United Nations General Assembly (UNGA) meeting and other events in the United States. Persad-Bissessar departed for New York last Thursday evening. It is the first time John has acted as Prime Minister, and it is an appointment she said she accepted with honor and humility, as she disclosed that, even though she was not asked, she has been routinely briefing Persad-Bissessar about work getting done in TNT in her absence. John, in a telephone interview with the Sunday Express on Friday, said Persad-Bissessar was no stranger to the world stage, and her confident UN address was a reintroduction and a move to return Trinidad and Tobago to the forefront. After 10 years, you look at Trinidad and Tobago, and it almost appears as if we kind of have lost somehow our place in the world, said John. She said the Prime Minister went to the UN and presented the truth, and made the bold statement that the narrative that the Caribbean is a zone of peace is an illusion. She did not go there and pull any punches. She called out the scourge of drugs and illegal guns and human trafficking. She didn't pander. She went and she said, "This is what it is," said John. So, I am very proud. It was a very proud moment for me, for us. I saw a lot of commentary across the United National Congress network, about this very brave patriot who just went there and presented us so well, represented us so well, she added. See back page. John said Persad-Bissessar offered a different perspective from her Caribbean counterparts, and this was a mature reflection. She pointed out that the Prime Minister made a strong point, saying that if left unchecked, gangs could replace governments. And to me, that is very chilling. This is what she's saying. She's saying, these are the facts, she said. I think she is urging other Caribbean neighbors to really think deeply as to where we are going as a Caribbean community, said John, adding that Persad-Bissessar also emphasized her commitment to the UN and CARICOM. Open for business. John said the Prime Minister's presence and sideline bilateral meetings also tell the world that TNT is open for business. Qatar has been knocking on our door, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia, she said, as she commended Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers for his work. I was having a Zoom meeting from a very senior official from the UAE. And, they were saying that they really wanted this door open for them for so long, with respect to this side of the world, she said. John opined that Trinidad and Tobago has lost opportunities to make a mark in the world, as she recalled that Piarco International Airport, some 25 years ago, was supposed to cater for 3 million passengers annually. She said, in comparison, airports in Dubai and Singapore have tens of millions of passengers annually, as they are hubs. Think about what we can do here as a hub, a transshipment point, not transshipment for guns and drugs, but for something that makes sense, that will make money, she said. The minister noted that at the seaports, there is need for the ports to be deepened for larger vessels to come in. This will ensure that huge ships will come in, and we can grow Trinidad and Tobago as a hub. All these are opportunities that we have allowed to almost slip out of our fingers, she said. John said the Prime Minister's meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio this week will also be pivotal. I am very happy that America recognizes that Trinidad and Tobago is a great ally, she said. John usually starts her day in the office at 6 a.m. September 26th marked her first full day as acting Prime Minister. On social media, there were photos of her with boots on, visiting UDCOTT and Housing Development Corporation, HDC, sites. It was a fantastic day, she said, adding that she continues her work while managing the business of the country. John said she was invited to the Hanuman Temple last evening, and today she will continue site visits with UDCOTT Chairman Shankar Bidesi and Minister of Defense Wayne Sturge. Succession. The Sunday Express noted John's appointment as acting PM triggered a debate on social media about the future leadership of the United National Congress, UNC. The issue of succession does not arise at this time for us in the UNC, said John. She said there is a great bench of talent in the party under the guidance and leadership of Persad-Bissessar. John said focus was on Trinidad and Tobago first and rebuilding. We are consumed with what comes next with Trinidad and Tobago, right? Because we have this moment in time where we can sort out extraordinary things. We don't have time to lose. We have lost 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, when we should have been out there competing with Dubai and Singapore and even Saudi Arabia, she said. John said Persad-Bissessar has solid support from her government members. There is no question about who is the leader. Kamla Persad-Bissessar is our leader, and thank God today the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, she added.